Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel because it's your first time here. We have finally reached the end of this series where I'm going to try and review the last piece of the Jaclyn Hill Morphe Vault Collection, which is Armed and Gorgeous. So just to recap why I opened this, if you don't know and you've been living under a rock, so the Vault Collection was comprised of shades that were supposed to go in the original Jaclyn Hill palette that did not just make it in that palette, so they released their own collection of those shades, and it flopped. It was horrible. Like, the quality was bad. They have since reformulated this collection, and a lot of people still think that it's just bad because they're remembering old reviews from the beginning of the launch, which was in 2018. And I'm not sure exactly when they did I'm finding too much conflicting information on when they did the reformulation, but they have. So far, 3 of these 4 palettes are perfectly fine. I'm not having any issues with them whatsoever. So now we come to number 4. Let's go ahead and get started. So also today my hair is wet because I just washed it and I needed to dry a bit before I tried to actually brush it out. We're going to add on our eye shields so that we can do this look. And I'm sick of these brows. I actually have an appointment today. I'll be wearing a mask, but I do have an appointment today to go to the salon because I just can't even anymore. Literally can't even. And as always, we are going to cast judgment aside and we are focusing on the product and not the people behind them. So a lot of people have a lot of strong convictions about Jaclyn Hill. She did not make these palettes. Morphe made these palettes. Just go ahead and establish that. I'm not saying she's a saint. I'm not saying she's a sinner. Whatever. I'm focusing on the product, not a controversial person, because that literally has nothing to do with if this product is worth buying, if it actually works. So let's open her up. Oop, that fell out. So here it is. It's pretty. It's very warm, very fall-y. I noticed that a lot with this Vault Collection. A lot of these palettes are just very fall-y. They just have a very fall feel to them. Nothing wrong with that. This is pretty, and it's very similar to the Ring the Alarm palette, but it is different. It is different, so I'll give it that. I'm very interested in Top Secret right here. I want to see how that's going to work. So let's just go ahead and dive in, get this over with. Because it's like all week I've been using the Vault, which is fine, but I want to go ahead and move on to something different, and I do have another review coming very soon in the next few days. I'm very excited for that. Like, it's supposed to show up today. So anyway, I have my eyes primed with the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the shade Sin, and we're just going to go ahead and dive in. I have my big brush here, and I think I really want to use this, even though I just did a look with an army green. I do really want to try that, but Coin is calling my name here. Guilt Trip looks very pretty, and Classified looks really pretty. So, don't really know what we're going to do. Why is she dirty already? Okay. Oh, and it's very dirty. But that just sometimes happens in the manufacturing. All right, let's just do this. I'm going to take Access right here. And I fell out with that. That's good. Just use this mirror. So we're going to go right here over the crease. Ooh, that is pigmented. Wow. I was not expecting that. That's the thing with these Morphe shades is they have pigment, okay? They are pigmented. Some you may need to layer on a little bit to get that pigment to come through. Some shades go on better when you pat them on versus when you blend them out. And I think every Morphe palette just has a little bit of a learning curve. That was kind of shocking. Like, that's really pigmented. So we're just going to take that all over right here. And I don't want to go up too high because I want to use that space for a highlight. So I really like this shade. This is a really pretty warm shade. I think I can work with that. So I noticed in the comments some of you guys are like, oh my god, you're so brave for like trying her palette. Well, they're not made by Jaclyn Cosmetics, okay? If they were, they would have like fucking carpet lint in them and shit. Morphe is a quality brand. So it shouldn't really be a surprise that when the Vault Collection came out and it was very underwhelming and very subpar and really crappy quality, as people were reporting that they're going to reformulate it. So it's really not a surprise that they still have this on the market because it now works. So that's why I think it's really important if you are considering buying any kind of product, you need to look at the most recent reviews because formulas change, packaging changes, the manufacturing changes. And if you're looking at old information from literally years ago when something was first launched, it's not going to be accurate information. Just want to throw that out there while I think about what shade to use next. I think I'm going to I want to deepen up just a little bit. I want to get too dark. I want to get too crazy. So I'm going to take Agent right here, and we're going to deepen up this crease just a little bit. And that fall out there either. Sweet. This is blending like a dream. I just want to deepen out that crease just a little bit. So I want to do some swatches here. I have 2 clean fingers, and I want to go into Classified right here, and then Coin, and I want to see, they're both very soft. I want to see how these are going to do. Very pigmented, and we're going to go right here. Wow. So this one's a little bit more bronzy, and this one's a little more yellow gold. So I'm not really sure which one I want to go with today. I think I'm going to go with the bronzy one. So that is Classified. So I'm going to take the flat end of this Luxie brush, and we're going to dive into that because I'm thinking, well, I can actually blend with this too. Oh yeah, here we go. So this one doesn't need padding. It's actually blending very, very well. This is honestly such a pretty shimmer. Like, I can't get over how pretty this is. It's just like a really pretty shade, and it's going on beautifully. Like, this is great. So now I need to do something with this under eye, but I don't want to go too dark, but I want to keep it cohesive. So I'm going to take a little bit of Classified and just a little bit of Agent right here. And we're going to just color the bottom lash line. Ooh, there we go. And just go right here. Cat, what are you doing? No, kitty, get out of the towels. Bad kitty. Also, I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I actually like using the mirror with these palettes. Like, it works. It fits well in your hand. So I want to add VIP right here. This really pretty, kind of a pearlized white. I want to go right here under the brow so that we can add some highlight. That is really pretty. And I'm also using this big angled brush so I can just kind of buff that into that yellow right there, and then kind of diffuse any harshness that we sort of have going on. There's not a lot. There's a little bit. And I'm so happy I'm getting these brows done today. Quarantine has been hard. Especially on my wallet. So if you want to see all the stuff that quarantine has made me buy, comment down below. Okay, so that's cute. That's just a little bit of a subtle highlight. So I'm going to take this flat-ended brush. I'm going to dip back into VIP. We're going to add a little bit of inner corner highlight right there. Perfect. So I have to at least swatch Top Secret before we finish this look. No, I don't think I'm going to use it with these colors. It's very soft. And that is a really, really pretty shade of green. So let's put it, I'm going to put it right here in the middle of these two. Very pretty. I like that. So I'm going to have to do another army green look sometime soon. But let me go ahead and finish up this with liner lashes, do some highlight, do the rest of my lips, and we're going to come out with final thoughts on the Armed and Gorgeous palette. So now I am done with this look. My hair is just having a time. Just having a time. I like this palette. I didn't have any issues with this palette. Everything blended out just fine. Nothing skipped. Nothing was weird. So, yeah. I like the color story. Again, very fall-y, but you can do, very pretty kind of neutral look with it. You could go darker. You could get a little glam with the golds here, but I like it. It's a pretty solid palette, and I kind of like how this turned out. This right here, VIP, goes so well with this highlighter that I'm using, which is the Carbot Flexiteria. I know, I'm still trying to pan this. There's so much product in here. I still can't pan the damn thing. But anyway, I do like the way that the palette turned out. Most of the palettes in this collection just seem to be very dark, very fall-y, and there's nothing wrong with that. Could you use them year-round? Yeah, if those are the shades that you like to use. But I don't have any complaints. I honestly don't have a single complaint about any of the palettes in the Vault collection. I think there was one dark shade that was just a little disappointing because it looked one color in the pan, but it actually applied much darker. But that's pretty common with a lot of makeup companies, so can't really place fault there with that one. But yeah, I like the way this turned out. So in the end of this series, is it worth it to buy the Jaclyn Hill Vault Collection? Now that has been reformulated and you can actually get it at a pretty decent price. So individually these are $16, but keep your eye on Morphe because I got the whole collection for 20 bucks. So I can't complain about a deal. But honestly, I would say if you like the color stories and you don't have these colors in other palettes, totally worth it. I mean, especially if you get it on discount, there's nothing wrong with these palettes. And if you can't separate people from products, then you're not going to be into this. If you automatically hear the name Jaclyn Hill and you're just like, ew, I don't want anything to do with it, and you can't separate the two, well, then you're not going to buy it and you already made your mind before you ever start watching this series. But I'm happy with them, and I did not have all of these shades in other palettes. Like I didn't have any army greens. I didn't have. I mean, I had golds, but I didn't have a multitude of golds. I had purples, but I didn't have that really pretty purple in that Bling Boss palette that we just did on the last video. So I'm happy with what I got, and I'm super excited because.
With the box. What was in the box?
Yeah, there's another review coming soon. So if you hate Jaclyn Hill, just, just wait for the next video. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Please subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know every time I upload. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.